Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this lad, Pau Kubarsi, is another defender schooled in the art of total football. I mean, the strength is part of the package for any centre-back, but what marks him out is his excellent reading of the game, his confidence to go and get on the ball and link up with people further up the pitch. This guy's outstanding.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Well, played right into his path. Rice. And it's Bellingham. Gives it back. Tries to play it through. Al Kubasi deals with that comfortably. It's really well cleared. Paz. Passes short and sharp. Look at Rummenigge! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And he opts to go forward. That's been cut out, well played. And this is Mohamed Salah. Little pass back. Now then, the ball's come loose. Kukçu. And now the breakaway. Now it's Mbappe. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That looks a cracking ball. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And here's Mohamed Salah. And it's Vitinha. Decent chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
No, that's been intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar. Paz. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Bellingham. Shapes to shoot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. He's got away. It's Forlan. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Vitinha. Nice looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Son Heung-min. It's a good foot in there. Mateus. Rummenigge. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0.
All the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
Here we go again then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And it's Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Mohamed Salah. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Neymar. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Now, and it's come back out to him. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Belling. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Argentina appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Forlan. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, they put it back in a hurry. And it's Rice. Picks out, shoots! He scores! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Argentina are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, he's the one.
And chance for a shot!
Argentina clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, well measured. Big chance! He scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche.
And the shot!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Mohamed Salah receives it in a... And that's that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Their share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Aurelian Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get away from. A real destroyer whose abilities on the counter press are very potent.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Can he get on the end of this? And that is as far as they're going to go. That's a little off target. Rummenigge. Oh, that's well spotted. Pass. Rummenigge. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Now it's Torres. Vitinha. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp, looking to play him in. Mohamed Salah is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Fernando Torres. And Torres! And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, easy pickings there. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Messi. He won't be happy with that one. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Schneider. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. It's Forlan. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And it's Salah.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Can he finish? That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Indonesia with the corner, there first. Tries a shot!
Well, he certainly...
A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Forlan. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's charged, surely!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Robertson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's an imaginative pass. Forlan picks it up out wide. That's a decent... Oh, shooting chance! And he's gone long.
Indonesia couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Chance for a shot! Paz. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And it's Salah. And Paz. He's on it. Can he get away? Good read. Needed to be. Chouameni.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. And the counter is on. That ball looks a good one. "75 minutes played. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well played.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Indonesia are looking to break at pace. Just 5 minutes left. Lovely ball. Oh, what decent chance! Oh, it's in! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Indonesia take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
No, that was never going to make it. This looks promising. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Rummenigge. Forlan. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Rummenigge is onto this. And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I've always liked this guy, Jordan Henderson. Someone who has had unrealistic expectations to live up to. But his athleticism, his improved passing, The fact that he's become more adventurous has definitely made him a much better player, and all underpinned by a great desire and real commitment.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. That's a nicely shaped ball. And here's Messi. Kukçu. Now there's a fine ball. Goes for a shot! Off the post! Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Messi. Kane. Oh, well played, well played. Adams gets good distance on it. Pass somewhat off target. No, that was never going to make it. And this is Mohamed Salah. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. And it's Kukçu. Mbappe. Henderson gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He won't be happy with that one. Cannavaro makes the interception. Looking for the run. It's Forlan. Rummenigge. No, that's been intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Vitinha.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Mateus. And it's Messi. It's Forlan. Rummenigge. Pass. And back to the keeper. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Kane. Oh, that's Kane! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. He gets big against the crossbar. Nicely aimed pass. Looking to play him in. Henderson calmly anticipates. Pedri. And here's Mbappe. He's chosen to go back. Dunk. Here's the team's great visionary. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Rummenigge. For Granit Xhaka. Dunk. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. And Messi! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Adams cuts it out. Looking for options for movement. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Pedri. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rummenigge! And we have our very first corner. a decent clearance. Mateus! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Not going up front in a hurry. Now it's Kane. Rummenigge threads one in. Araujo gets it clear. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Dixon. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Can he get it through? Oh, that's delightful. And he's away. They're urging him to shoot. Shoots! And he hits the net. And that could well be the winner.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Played through for the wide man. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Keeper's got good distance on that. And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Joshua Zirkzee, has to be the focal point in the side in so many ways. And what I like about him is that he doesn't shy away from anything. He doesn't really have quiet spells in games. He's always looking to get involved and to keep the team in good condition, confident, and trying to get on the front foot always. And for that, you've got to admire him.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now it's Cirque. Now this could be a chance. Ribéry goes for it. Oh, it's hit the post. Offside again. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Closing in on goal. To cut it out. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Vitinha. Mohamed Salah receives it in a good position here. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Gerrard. Nice looking ball. He's on it. Can he get away? And this is Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's a sharp little ball here. Vitinha. Gerrard. Great vision. Takes a shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And claimed it back swiftly. Mateus.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Chance, surely! Goal! Barcelona!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
It's played through for him. Oh, it's just the goalkeeper's a chance!
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And there's green grass ahead of him. He has found the way through. And the finish! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
And a chance! It's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. So smooth. a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So we have a breakthrough. Shoots! And yes, it's there! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped.
And the shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopia. Face to face with the keeper. And that's gone loose.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Gerard. Zirkzee. Oh, that's well spotted. Adams. Mateus. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's beautifully weighted. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Adams getting this one clear. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Looking for a runner. Mbappe gets flagged offside. All the way back. Casillas. Oh, nicely intercepted. And reclaimed it in a trice. Forlan. That's a simple one for the keeper. Mateus. Forlan.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Mbappe finds himself offside. Cannavaro. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very good. Mohamed Salah. So bring it on. Hype, expectation,
Hello,
emotion.
everybody,
The
and
game yet
welcome
to kick off.
today's match.
The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter.
Shot a goal! On the ball, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! You checked! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rummenigge. And that looks a decent ball. And the shot! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a think far post.
He went for the curler. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. This is Batistuta. Batistuta! Goal! You checked! And they've got their lead back. And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Vitinha.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's Forlan. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And he's found the way past.
That's good play from
He's
him.
through and all alone. Now he's having a shot. He's got a goal. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And it's Salah. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Al-Kubasi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi. This is Batistuta. Oh, that's... And it's bounced back off the post. Goal! You checked! And they're back in front. Messi duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Utrecht take the lead. Rummenigge. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Forlan. Fired deep towards the back post. He's earned a reprieve for the time being. That's a good run down the left. Oh, red. Nice interception. Vitinha. And the referee brings the first half to a close. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Volunteers for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
Gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Kirkchu. Mateus. Forlan. Rummenigge. Timber. David Villa. Goes for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. That's a sharp pass. Mohamed Salah. Now, can they get him away? Not the most accurate pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's a searching pass. Big chance! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Salah. Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Nicely shaped ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's quick to snatch it back. Batistuta. Vitinha. Rummenigge. That's Forlan. That has been cut short. Serginho. Good ball, good take. Well, what's he giving here? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's had a shot! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly fit.
Chance! Goal! You checked! And again they hit the front.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Utrecht go into the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he can clear it away. And the number on the board is 3. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was intense and enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. So there he is, Wesley Sneijder, a terrific playmaker.
Yeah, one of the very best to emerge from that legendary Amsterdam production line. An old-style number 10 whose ability with the ball is the envy of many.
And is that his greatest strength, or is there more to him?
Well, without doubt, it's his tactical intelligence combined with his pinpoint precision. The guy is like clockwork. You have to have that if you want to play there.
Kukçu with the foul. He's had it nicked away. Sneijder. Looking for the run. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Forlan. Vitinha. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now then, the ball's come loose. Vitinha. Sneijder. To Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Kukçu.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Batistuta. It's a pretty loose pass. And that was nowhere near his best. Now who's going to be first to this? And the keeper takes decisive action.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers. Don't concede the opener.
Oh, that's well spotted. It's Forlan. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Vitinha. Messi. And they can counter here. Nicely shaped ball. That has been cut short. Approaching the half-hour mark. Messi. Now it's Batistuta. Nicely intercepted. Rummenigge, a player of legendary status. Paz. Oh, Red, nice interception. Threads one in. And the finish! Goal! First blood drawn. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Mohamed Salah in acres of space out wide. He's got through. And it's in. And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. And we hit half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Schneider, and he's certainly onside here. They're well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Paz. And they win it back again. Rummenigge. Paz. Can he get on the end of this? This looks promising. Caught offside that time. Nesta. And it's Schneider. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Messi. Jordan Henderson. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's being shifted off it. And that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Milan looking to pass their way through. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Henderson. Can he get it through? Swings it up. It's hit the crossbar. Cannavaro gets it away. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Messi tries to pass it through, and he's managed to get free. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position. Forlan. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's found the way through. Mohamed Salah! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that has been cleared. Now it's Vitinha. Oh, good-looking
There
ball.
will be 1 minute added time.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that is as far as it goes. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and a case